Who hardened Pharaoh's heart? Exodus chapter 10, verse 1, and also Exodus chapter 9, verse 34. If Pharaoh was judged as the consequence for his own free will, we would have no problem. He got what he deserved. But was Pharaoh merely a pawn in God's hands? The Bible seems to suggest that the events and even his response to them were not entirely Pharaoh's doing. It describes the hardening of Pharaoh's heart in different ways at different times. 1, in a neutral sense. 2, as an act of Pharaoh's own choice. And 3, as an act of God's sovereignty. While several passages describe God as the one hardening Pharaoh's heart, 9 other references indicate that Pharaoh hardened his own heart, or that the circumstances may have helped harden him. It was not until the 6th plague that God explicitly hardened Pharaoh's heart, after several occasions where Pharaoh demonstrated his own stubbornness. Many conclude that the danger of resisting God is that he will eventually give us over to our own choices. Pharaoh may have resisted God so much that at last he found himself unable to change. Old Testament writers apparently saw no contradiction in both God's and Pharaoh's simultaneous involvement. To them, Pharaoh's condition could be the result of both his own free will and God's sovereign plan. Pharaoh was not the hapless victim of God's actions, however. God did drag him against his will, kicking and screaming, into disobedience. Pharaoh did, in fact, willfully oppose God. Ultimately, Pharaoh was responsible for oppressing the Israelites as well for his own unbelief. At the same time, on another level, God was also at work. Moses, writing years after the events, could say confidently that God was at work even in Pharaoh's hard heart.